Good morning, SWTOR. Glad to have you with us on another SWTOR Saturday as we play Star Wars The Old Republic for Extra Life. A couple of quick things. We play every Saturday for a charity called Extra Life, and that raises money for the Children's Miracle Network of Hospitals. You can find a link to my personal profile donation page in the description or the chat down below. So what's on the agenda for today? Check the dev notes, the dev tracker. Nothing really new up there as far as game news going. So we're going to work on some Galactic seasons. We're going to play some of the original space combat. So this is not Galactic Starfighter GSF. This is the original on-rail shooter stuff. They did put in heroic missions later on. This wasn't at launch. I figured I played through one, and so we're going to try that. I barely got through it, but I think we'll be able to do that. We are going to go after some named Corellian enemies here. So that is there as well. A nice easy one. Visit some strongholds. This one's pretty easy as well. And then we're probably going to run Kessan's Landing and the daily area on Ruhnuk as well. Also, as things kind of map out, we're going to bounce from character to character and look at how we can maximize our conquest. So if we look at conquest here, right, we have all these conquest objectives. Some of these are already done. So for instance, like this one, I think this was 25 or 35 missions the first time, but it's like 64,000 on the second time. So I got conquest on one character by running one mission because I had worked it up on others. So we'll kind of talk about that as we hit stuff today. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. Changed over my audio system. Had to get some new headphones because my headphones died, and so I've had to rebalance everything. So if anything sounds a little funky, let me know. I think I've got everything back into balance. Okay, so what this one says is we need to run 2 heroic space missions. I ran one, was it last night before, something like that. I can't remember. So if we go to our map, you can also do this on your ship. You're going to find, if you look through here, the little icon that looks like a starship are the space missions. So these are planets. Now these are normal, so that one won't count, but the ones that say heroic will. The one that is referred to as the easiest one is this one. Now, if we look, I do have Ubi here's ship. Come on, move. There you go. Completely upgraded. At least as far as I know, this is as high as you can get on the equipment. So I think we're going to be okay. So we're going to grab this one. And we'll see how many times we die trying to pull this one off. So on these, you have primary and secondary objectives. We want to make sure we get the primary ones done. Let's go ahead and pull that off for the space mission. And we might try some secondary stuff, but for the most part, I just want to make sure we get through the primary. Alright, so we are playing on the Imperial side. So we'll try to get some easy shots in here early. I'm going to try to save my missiles for later on, for the most part. Because this gets a little crazy as we go. Now, the escort and the little bomber guy there. Now, so, like, you'll notice one of these that hits, it flashes. That means I can't do that one with guns. Like, so we'll dump some missiles into that.
Enemy down.
Okay, now we want to start keeping an eye on our shields. Because this gets a little crazy. So we'll go into shield recharge mode here. There we go. So when you're shooting, your shields don't recharge. So that one there as well. We'll pump 4 missiles into that.
Head between them now.
Okay, let's see if we can get a proton torpedo into the bridge there. And now we're going to take some damage. So what I'm going to do now is try to just avoid shots for the most part. This is why I'm not really trying too hard. Like, the bonus mission is to destroy these corvettes. But for the most part, we're just trying to stay alive. So if we look up here... well, actually, it's the fighters. Now that we do want to knock out, right? So we're going to put our things back on guns, take some damage while we do this. See if we can avoid as much as we can. Alright, that was our first of our Jedi ships. We're going to go back over into recharge our shields mode and just try to stay alive. I don't know what's left on this one. There we go. So that's what it takes to blow up a Corvette. Not a high priority since we've already taken a good chunk of damage. So we're just going to try to avoid as much as we can here. And hope. Alright. Actually, we're sitting pretty good, I think, right now. Alright, there's our next target. Take out his escort if we can, and we're going to go ahead and... Oh, no! I thought I hit my dodge thing. Holy cow, we took way too much. Way too much damage on that one. I thought I hit my... One of these down here is... that one. Cannot target you for 10 seconds. I thought I hit that, but... Evidently not quick enough. Let our shields recharge here a little bit.
Head between them now.
Oh, I lost it. Where is it? Ah, come on. I think I got it off. Alright, let's go. Get our shields recharged. Woo! Try to take out some of the guns if we can. I don't think I got to that in time. Nope. Alright, we'll get that on the next pass. Whee! There's some reinforcements. Thanks, buddies. Alright. Next time we see him, we'll lay into him with our guns.
What's next?
So now we're just in dodge mode. Trying not to take too much fire. Like that. Alright, not too bad, not too bad. We do gotta get shot off on this. Alright, that got a torpedo off. Okay, cool. We got the bridge, so now we just gotta hope we can survive. So we'll keep our shields. So I've got the shields on like double whatever, you know, double recharge rate just to try to keep ourselves alive now. And we'll just dump missiles into that Jedi ship. There's his buddy. Ugh. It's gonna be close. Come on!
What's next?
Oh, I'm not sure we're gonna make this. Just taking too much fire. Closer. Now, if you play these a lot, they are like an on-rails scripted thing, right? So it's going to be the same every time. I think we're going to spend some more time maybe trying to take out the capital ship's weaponry here. Early on here. Work our way through all of their weapons there. I think if you take the weapons out, they do less damage to you. Okay, I think we've stripped that one down to it's got nothing left. Yeah, it's not shooting at us. Where are you? There it is. I lost it. Nope. Alright. Alright, we knocked out those front guns on that one. That one okay. Back to fully charged. Okay, we got one off there. Okay, cool. Now we just gotta get these Jedi ships. You know, a little more aggressive here on those ships. Alright, let's get some shields recharged.
Friendly reinforcements in sight.
Help us out. Help us out.
Damage control.
Okay, so while we're not being targeted, we'll try to get our shields charged back up here. Alright, 2 minutes. We gotta live for 2 minutes. Holy cow, that hurt. Nah, I don't think we're gonna make this one. That's already way too much damage.
Excellent.
I'll spin as much as I can, but I just don't think our shields are gonna hold. Yeah. I really didn't think this would take this many. I thought I'd die once or twice, but...
simple, is it?
You like that?
We're gonna go a little more aggressive with our missiles this time, just to try to soften up these targets. I think if we take less damage from the Corvettes, it might help. Like this Corvette, we've essentially stripped down of all of its guns.
You like that?
Alright, took that one out.
Now.
Lost it. Where is it? There it is. Alright, same thing on this guy here. We're going to try to strip him of his guns if we can. Because if we can keep our shields up, our armor doesn't take damage. That's what's killing us.
Oh, mistake.
Alright, next pass under the big ship, I think we'll hit the EMP burst. Alright, one of the Jedi ships is down. So as we kind of cruise under this guy.
Don't you dare.
Okay, I took out some stuff. Alright, let's get our shields charged back up. Man, so that section right there is rough. Maybe we should save our anti-targeting thing for right there.
Steady.
Right when the second Jedi ship shows up. Yeah. Because we take so much damage just right there. We're doing okay up to that point. Alright, we'll try this one more time. If we don't get this, we'll move on. I haven't run these in forever as a normal thing. So I think we'll save our
It's never simple.
our anti-target thing for later in the fight.
Target scrapped.
We started off better on this one. I'm not sure exactly how we took out both those frigates.
All right.
Maybe I don't need missiles. Oh, because I don't think I missiled either of the
Head between them now.
generator things. Alright, let's see if we can EMP burst this ship. Alright, doing better. This one's a better run so far. Ah, I didn't get that missile off, though. Where are you?
Call it a night, babe.
Alright, let's get our shields charged back up. Alright, we're looking better. Looking better this time. Hey, we have some reinforcements. Alright, we got the first Jedi ship. See if we can take some of the weaponry off of this guy here. Hey, we got our third. So I'm not actually trying to go for the Corvettes, but it's worked out. I've been ignoring the fighters, though. Alright, let's lay into this guy.
Sparks in here.
And here's where we'll hit our non, they can't target us. There we go. We still need to get the bridge. We still need to get the bridge. Alright, that got the bridge. Alright, shield back up. Oops, there we go. So now we're just looking for that last Jedi ship. That's all we're going to concentrate on. There he is. Alright.
Excellent.
Whew. Took some damage there. But if you look, we've met the requirements. So now we're just going to shield up here. I mean, we'll fire some missiles just to try to keep these guys off of us, but really, for the most part now, as long as we don't die. Whew. We're gonna make it. We beat the crap out of our ship, but we're gonna make it. So really, the secret on these is you just start working out, like, okay, I need to do X here, I need to do this here. And again, because it's on rails, if you shoot at an area of space where you know something's going to spawn, it's always going to be the same. So it's like scripted stuff. So, all right, on to our next thing. We're going to go after the Corellia enemies. Will it let me travel out of here? Nope. Alright, so let's get out of the spaceport here. Yep, Droman cause. Don't know if it's a bug. Occasionally, the game just loses where your character's at, and so I don't know if it has like a backup, because a lot of times you'll just show up at the spaceport of the last planet you were on. So in this case, instead of our stronghold, a little annoying, but all right, we are going to go back to our stronghold, and then we'll pop over to Corellia. Okay, so if we look where we're at for a couple of things here. First off, we now have 64,000 in conquests for this one, but it's 25 missions. So we want to pay attention to that because we want to drop that 64,000 onto a character that will help them make conquest. The rest of these will be okay for now. So we're going to go ahead and go after this liabilities of Corellia. These are the same as, I think there's a achievement of some kind. I can't remember what they're named on different planets to go find all these named guys. The secret here, or challenge, is 2 of these are Republic, 2 of these are Imperial, so we can't go after all 4 of them. I think the Sentinel droid here and was it Jimmy? I called him Jimmy Weasel when I read it, but Jimmy Weasley. Those are the 2 that we're going to go after. So what we're going to do is we're just going to use the mission to go to Corellia. And then this is one where I've got a map pulled up on one of my other monitors because I don't remember where every single named NPC is on every planet. So finding a guide to at least know where they are is a good way to go. Alright, so we'll see where we start and we'll see which one we're going to go after first. It's just going to be mostly quick travel, find him, kill him. Also probably going to do an audio test on a external set of speakers here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get out of over here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot and talk through this and then mute real quick. Just to see if the sound is showing up okay over the sound of... Yep, that balance didn't seem too bad. Sorry, I muted so that the mic didn't pick up the audio stream on a different set of speakers. Okay, let's take a look at our map. We need to go. One of our guys is over in the government district here, and one is over in Labor Valley. Let's see. Let's do the droid first. I think he's over here in Labor Valley. And we're probably, these are champions, so I am going to go over to, at least for the first try here, we'll go over to heals. So I think he's over here somewhere. So the question is, what's the easiest way to get there? It's looking like, I don't think you can go through this bottom side. So I think we're going to have to go north and then drop in from the south. I believe will get us there. So they are champions, but they're not like world boss champions or anything. At least that's what I remember. All soloable from my memory.
We're gonna have fun with
got myself fenced in here. So. There we go. All right. So yeah, there should be a tunnel up here. That we can cut through, and then we'll cut back down through there. And we're just going to avoid enemies in combat. We are on a specific mission here. An elimination mission. So, one of 3 situations are about to happen. We're going to find the droid. We'll call it one of 4. We're going to find the droid, and we'll try to kill it, and it'll kill us, which I don't think will be the issue. We'll find the droid, and nobody's there, and we'll fight it and kill it, which is probably the most likely. We'll find the area and not find the droid because somebody's already killed it. we'll call it 5. We'll find the droid and somebody's already fighting it, and we'll just join them, and it'll be really easy. Or we fight the droid, and somebody comes upon us and helps us, which will make it a little bit easy as well. Of all those, I think the most likely is we'll just find the droid and fight it. There's 20 people on the Imperial side listed on the planet right now, so I guess any of them could theoretically be trying to do what we're doing. It is a Galactic Seasons thing. I don't know how popular these are, though. Okay, so according to my map, he should be like right in that area. So if you've played the game, you've probably come across these. They're either champions or elites, and they'll just be out, and instead of being just like a scout or gunner or something like that, they'll have a name, right? And they'll usually be tucked away in some area that makes sense. Like this had promise as an area. Oh, I thought I heard a droid. There we go. There he is. So there's our RK4 Sentinel prototype. So that's this one here. So if we take a look at him, he has 162,000 health, whereas we have 20,000. So that's why I think we're going to go ahead and go with healers. I don't see... And it's not like a boss. There won't be mechanics or ads. It's just a straight fight. So we're going to go ahead and give this a shot. See how much trouble we get ourselves into. Yeah, he's not hitting that hard. Well, at least not hard enough that our healer's not keeping up. Alright, pretty straightforward fight. Not sure we could have pulled it off without a healer. Like, double DPS in this one might have been a little bit tough. Turning down my headset volume there a little bit. Oh, get a hit, hit it. There you go. So if he gets one hit on, he'll get credit for it. So that's why I stopped attacking there for a second, hoping that he would get his shot in. All right, number 2, Jim A is over in the government district. So actually, I think he is. Yeah, he's listed as like right here. Looks like they must have added a thing since the last time I've been here. We got a couple of different. Doesn't look like I've traveled to them before. Travel spots. Let's see. Yeah, that one's undiscovered. So we'll go make sure we do that as well. Okay, so we want to go out. We want to go west. Okay, so my map says that he is like right in this area. So hopefully not too far. Maybe down in here. Like that would be maybe up there. So I'm just trying to think, like, okay, from a level design standpoint, like putting him in between all these areas would make sense, right? Like having him be like standing here by himself, surrounded by minions. But also on the back side of this, maybe. Oop, there is no back side of this. Also, excuse me. We had that person show up in our fight. He may have just come from here, so might have just killed him. Oh, no, I don't think I'm far enough north. Yeah, I think it's farther north. Okay. This corner has potential. Oh, what's that over there? Nope, just a Jedi. Oh! Nope, Jedi. Let's see. Yeah, I show him right down in here, so. Can't tell if that was him or not. Oh, there, he just respawned. So yeah, I think the person that came through and helped us, or showed up, probably did this one first. Okay. Same thing. We're going to stick with our healer. Just to stay safe.
You and me, we're getting good.
And we'll just cycle through our rotation here. And we'll drop the dot back on him. I'm not too terribly worried about the fight, given how the last one went. There was one of these, I think, is it cover pulse? That makes this auto. Nope. Maybe I don't have it set up that way, or maybe that's the old way. Where it would make this auto cast instead of channel. So if you add it to your rotation, you get. It takes 2 of these to trigger this. When you first go into cover, it only takes 1, so it's a good start. Okay, so if you look at this one, our loyalties mission is now 2 done, 2 to go. But the other 2 are Imperial, so they would be green to us. They wouldn't be red and attackable. So we'll have to switch over to the other side. Plus, I'm also trying to manage some of my conquests, so we'll take a look at that as well. So I started on Ubi here for a reason. We might come back to him, we might not. But if we look now, we should probably also picked up this. So let's kill 200 people, and that's good for 20,000 conquests. So we have these 2 kind of, I mean, there's 80,000 right there. So if we drop those on a brand new character who has no conquest, we could almost make conquest just by doing that. So I've got those set up because they're these little just big value conquest bombs we're going to drop. The other one is this one right here. We've completed 3 of 4 weekly season objectives. So we're going to drop that one on Zax. That's why I did these 2 first, because when we do this second one, that's going to trigger this, and those 20,000 points are going to go to Zax. And then we'll see how many we get from doing the weeklies. So we're going to go ahead. Let's clean up our inventory here a little bit. We get anything good? I kind of dig those gloves. We'll keep a hold of them for now. And we'll sell these off. Repair. And we're going to go ahead and switch characters here. Alright, so we have to go over after Admiral Kalmick, and I think it's Lord Rashel are the 2. There's actually more. There's 8, of these champions for the achievement. But we only need to get 4 for Galactic Seasons. All right. So now we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to use our travel here to go to Corellia. So we looked earlier. We found that like that 220,000 conquests for the running missions. And again, like I said, I logged into, I think it was DAC, and just ran one mission, one heroic mission. Actually, I don't even think it had to be heroic, but it just had to run one mission. And I'd done the 24 up to that point on other characters and was able to make conquest on him. And he actually is leading my conquest board, right? Because I just dumped that entire item onto one character. That way I make conquests on multiple characters and get the rewards on multiple characters. You could do this all on one. You know, this same 864,000 could all be on one character if you wanted. But by doing that, you'd only get one set of the rewards. This way we get, what are we up to right now? 6. So this is a relatively easy week to make conquests. When they add in like these mission, and these are daily, right? This reset, this one. This resets every day, and this resets every day. So if you run 25 missions in a day, just doing dailies and stuff, you're going to get this 80,000 essentially every, it's these two, I guess, every day. So you can make conquest on almost a character for free, because you'll make conquest on another character by getting to these caps. So, all right, what do we got? Admiral Kalmic. Let's do him first. Where would he be? He would be in Axial Park, and his buddy Lord Rashal. Lord Rashal is in Labor Valley. Oops, wrong thing. There we go. Axial Park. And then we'll go ahead and just abandon this because we're not going to run the... Oops. I made it mad at me. Because we're not going to run the heroic dailies here. At least not right now. Okay, so this should be up in this area somewhere. Looks like, yeah, if we just head east, we can just cut through. Pretty straightforward. We could cut through the park. You just have to avoid the enemies. In general, like if a map has a road system, you're, I don't want to say safer, but the aggro ranges, you can stay out of them usually. It doesn't mean they won't necessarily put enemies on the road, but if you look, the spawns tend to be off to the sides. You know, there's a spawn. This would be if you were fighting for the Empire. So there's the spawn over there. You can see missions popping up because at some point they went through, I don't think they did it on purpose, but something happened that a lot of these missions reset. So I've run this planet on this character, obviously, but I could go back and run the missions again if I really wanted to. Personally, if I was going to do it, I would just start a new character and do it on that character. So. Wow, he was noisy. Okay, so when you come across something like this, this is definitely an area where it's designed for Imperials to fight. But we want to head up to this northeast corner. And at some point, I'm going to guess it's going to switch over from Republic to Imperial. was about to say, I hope that's not him, because... Okay, let's check the map. Axial Park. Should be right in this area. There's a lot more Republic people here than I would have expected. There we go. Nope. Sam Ryus. Oh, that's because I can't read the map. Okay, he's listed as number 7. And it looked like a 1. Alright, well, we found him. So it's interesting, just from a level design standpoint. Definitely a Republic area here. The question is, let's do a little experimentation here, since we drove all the way out here. We'll go ahead and go to heals. We're just going to pull this guy over here to us. See if we get a little help. Yeah, it looks like they're all doing damage to him. Still not sure we could have taken this guy without heals. Maybe with my defenses. So anyway, whether you're just looking to make it go faster, or if you're struggling with an enemy, if you have friendlies around, most of the time they'll join in the combat. And if you're really struggling, you can just run them over here and let them pull aggro, and he'll kill them slowly, and then you just hold off, shoot a little bit, hold off, or you don't pull aggro off of them. Okay, let's try this again. Go to the right spot. So one is in the Blastfield Shipyards. Pretty close to here. Which, funny enough, is where we started. Could have just found him. Yeah, the font on this guide map that I have, the one and the 7, are pretty similar looking. Okay, so what are we looking for? We're looking for... Let's open this up so it's a little bigger. Should be just... Yeah, I think just up here. Alright. We'll cut out the south side of the Cantina base casino here. Hope we don't need to go back that way. Okay, so I think it's up there somewhere. Looking for the Admiral. Where are you, Admiral? Where are we? Yeah, he should be right in here somewhere. Maybe back in that corner? A lot of enemies about. Don't know if I can sneak around there or not. Yeah, I figured I'd pull aggro there. Alright, let's clean ourselves a spot here. Alright. There's a lot of enemies in this general area, which makes it feel like he's not here, but... If nothing else, we are working on this 200 enemy kill count thing, but it wasn't my plan. See, I don't think he'd be behind the tent. He also could have already been killed. That's always a possibility. Let's see, Blastfield shipyards. Maybe up this way a little bit farther. Let's go a little bit farther north. Oh, this has potential, and I see other people in the area, which means they're probably doing the same thing we're doing. I'm gonna guess this is the spot. Do we see a body about? Alright, so I would guess this is probably the spot. Either that or we're both standing in the wrong spot. Which also could be true. Oh, there he is. Admiral Kalmick. Alright, we gave him a head start. We'll see if we can pull aggro off of him. I don't know if he's a tank or not. If he's a tank, we're not pulling aggro off. If he's DPS, we might be able to. There, we pulled aggro. So this is one of the scenarios, right, where it's just quicker. You got more than one person fighting here. Yeah, he hasn't pulled aggro back off this. I don't think he's a tank. He's a guardian, so he could be a tank, but it might be a DPS tank. Doesn't matter. Where is Lord Rashal? Lord Rashal is in Labor Valley. Not too far away, I don't think. I think he's just up here somewhere. Oh, you guys can't see it. There we go. Just up here. Alright, let's see where we're at. So I think he is right in that general area. So we want to go northish. Oh, do we need to cut through? Yeah, we have to cut through that. Okay. So there's like two different styles of city planets. Corellia here has, so there's a like example of, you know, the enemy is right in the road essentially, but then up here, you know, they're off to the side. So occasionally you'll run across aggro spots, but you got like the Nar Shaddahs, Coruscants and stuff like that, where it's little pockets. This one's somewhat pockety, but also a lot of this like maze-like working your way to different areas. Okay, so where do we need to be? We need to be kind of up just around those little circle-y things somewhere up here. Oh, there he is. Somebody's already fighting him. He got a really good head start. He was about 20% down by the time we got here. So I don't know if we'll pull aggro off of this guy or not. That'd be impressive. which isn't bad either. Actually, I should have just converted over to DPS on my companion, because I don't think we're gonna have to even get attacked in this fight. I would be surprised if we would have pulled aggro. And this should pop our liabilities of Corellia. There we go. So not only we get the Galactic Seasons thing, there we go. We also got the 21,000 conquest for that, right? So now we're at 22,000. We're gonna keep this. We're not gonna bother to finish it, just in case I need those points for another character. All right, let's see. Seeking artifacts and drop in on Rishi. Let's pop over to Rishi real quick. I think... I can't remember if there's a Rishi stronghold thing on Rishi itself, or if we have to go to Fleet. We'll pop to Rishi first. This is one that I almost just did throughout the week. It's not all that exciting, but I also do like to show like how to do some of these. So we've done this one on at least 2 other planets. So what you have to do is you have to find the stronghold directory. It's not here. So if it exists on Rishi, it's going to be back here. It might not. We might just have to pop up to Fleet. Most of them are on Fleet. There's some exceptions with some of the later ones. Yeah, I don't see it up here. So, all right, Fleet it is. Probably should have just done Fleet first. Okay, so on Fleet, there's a whole stronghold section. It'll be a mirror image of where it is on Republic versus Imperial, but for Republic, let's see if my memory works. Is it the northeast, top right quadrant? Is that the stronghold quadrant? We'll see. I always forget. Nope, that's Galactic. So it's upper left quadrant, so northwest. So what we're looking for is this little section right here. This section has the directories for a lot of the strongholds. So there are these little terminal looking things here. So we've got Nar Shaddaa, we've got Manan, Coruscant, Alderaan, Yavin 4, Tatooine, and Rishi. So what we're going to do is we're just going to... So you have to hope that somebody has their thing opened up to public. Then we're just going to travel to somebody else's stronghold. And that'll pop the thing. So this one's pretty easy. We haven't quite done these in order of easiest to hardest. This is the easiest one. I would say the 4 guys was probably the next. That heroic space combat thing. Actually, no. This one would probably be next easiest. Frustrating, but easy. And then the heroic, and then probably this. You know, arguably Ruhnuk or Kessan aren't hard. It is just mostly long. Alright, so we have 2 left. Let's go ahead and head over to the artifacts one. Trying to think. Hoth is pretty good for this. We usually find it pretty quick on Hoth. I'm trying to remember if I remember where it's at on any other planet, and I'm not sure that I do. So we'll do Hoth. Plus it'll give us a change of scenery. We've done City. We've done Jungle Tropical. So let's go to Frozen Tundra. And then once we knock this one out, we'll jump right into dailies probably for the rest of the run. For today. Oh yeah, M1. I love M1. So he's one of my favorite companions. This isn't his stock look. Let's see. There. Pretty similar. That's his stock look. He's one of the trooper companions you get pretty early in the story, actually. And then I like his bigger guns and his orange coloring. But yeah, he's cool. And he's so pro.
For the Republic.
Pro-Republic.
No hesitation or reservation in our war against the Empire, friend. Our enemy certainly won't. For the Republic. I will remain vigilant as ever.
Let's see, I think we need to go here.
You needn't worry, sir. My armored chassis is impenetrable to your touch, no matter how repetitive.
I love that one. It's almost like a Easter egg.
Right. Mechanized travel is for official business only.
No Imperial will stand in our way. The Republic will triumph. We must show no hesitation or reservation in our war against the Empire, friend. Our enemy certainly won't. No Imperial will stand in our way. The Republic will triumph. As always, we are left with no choice but absolute victory.
Yeah, he's so pro
We'll
Republic.
have this war won in no time, sir.
Okay, let's see. The way you're supposed to do this, I think, is you use your binoculars. If I went to the right spot. I don't see what I'm looking for. I thought it was over there. Let me look at my map again. No, it's not that far over. Yeah, I'm almost sure it's here, so. We'll head in that direction, see what we can do. But if my memory is correct, let's get up. Oh, get clear of these crazy tauntauns. I thought it used to show a little thing in the sky so you could try to find it. There's another right named enemy for those kind of missions. I thought it was over there. Let's look again. Yeah, I thought there'd be a thing in the sky, but... So one of two things is true here. I'm in the completely wrong spot, or I'm misremembering how the thing works. But, yeah, I'm almost sure it's over there. There is another area, like a corrupted, twisted area as well. So we'll see if we have to go over there. This isn't looking right though. Because there's like a little communications tower. So I might be one map spot in the wrong position. Yeah, I don't think I went to the right spot. All right. Maybe there. Maybe there. Let's go over here first. Doesn't feel like it was that close to the base, so we'll pop over here. This also does not look right. But let's take a peek. Yeah, that doesn't look right at all. Alright. Back over here. It's just money. Okay, so over here, I think there is like a corruption area down here to the south. But I don't think that's what we want. Like, there's one. Is that the corruption area? Tauntauns keep their fawns in nests in order to protect them. Elements. Yeah, that's for something else, I think. Well, it's pretty bad. I went to the spot on purpose to try to do the one I knew where it was at, and now I can't find it. Oh, right. High Mount Ridge. Take a peek up here. No, that's definitely not it. Holy cow. Maybe it is just to the south. Yeah, okay, it's right there. That is a corrupted area, but it's not the one I was thinking of for this mission. That's the Tauntaun thing. Okie dokie. It's not down there. It's not down there. That doesn't make sense. Nah, that one doesn't make sense. Alright, we'll go back. We'll try that corrupted area. But my memory is there's another area that I'm just not remembering where it is. So. Okay, so that's the corruption over there. We'll see if that gets us what we're after. And again, it should pop up yeah, I'm not sure. Either something's changed or my memory is just broken. Probably the latter. Actually, that wolf guy, I thought it was with that in that area. Alright, well, we'll find out here. Nope, not you. Yeah, Seeker Droid's not popping up. We need the Seeker Droid to pop up. So let's get deeper into here. Maybe I just wasn't patient enough looking around. Yeah, if this doesn't light up, this isn't the spot. Alright. Let's go back to what I thought I knew. Actually, we're in the right spot. We just need to go to the other side. Again, we'll try to use my broken memory. I can picture it in my head. Alright, we want to go east. Or we could just go to another area. Or actually, does it say that I have to go to a particular planet? Let's make sure. Alderaan, Tatooine, Hoth, and Makeb. Yeah. Okay, yeah, there's the wolf. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, we were here. I just went on the other side and didn't see it. So now we need to get our... But why is our thing not triggering? Our seeker droid. Well, something's broken here. This is... Yeah, this is the spot you're supposed to go to. But my seeker droid's not working. Okay, let's exit out of the area. If not, we'll swing to another planet and see if we can get it there. Or, it's, like I said, it's either moved or broken, because I always thought there was a thing floating in the sky above it. And I don't see it now. It's possible. You know, changes sometimes happen like that. But why you would move this, I do not know. Although now I do feel better that my memory's just not broken. Alright, let's go. Go north a little bit. Let's kind of go through this area. And if not, we'll go try somewhere else. So what should be happening is this icon should light up, and we should be able to do the droid and then dig stuff up. Maybe, yeah, it's like this was always just a, like you didn't have to be on a mission. You could come up here and dig stuff up, trying to get the Dread Seed or the, I think it's Starforge armor sets. All kinds of just weird stuff that went with this, but on the flip side, you claim they want to make things more challenging. Could also, if we want to try to think like a dev here, it might have been that they're also trying to make it easier. So if they're going to make it easier, they would put it back here by the base. So let's do that, because this is not working. Do a little investigation here. I see something there. Let's move so I can get a better look at it. What's that one? What's it say? Oh, that's just another Tauntaun thing. Yeah, I don't see anything there. We checked that one. We'll just pop from area to area and see if we find anything. What's that one? More Tauntauns. What are you? They really want me to get a Tauntaun. So there's a... I can't remember exactly what you have to do, but there's a... kind of a hidden quest to find Tauntaun things, and I think you can get a mount out of it, if I remember right. Or when they... I don't remember there being that many, but maybe when they put those in, they broke something. Don't know. We'll bounce around the planet here, look around a bit. And if we fail, we'll go to another planet. Let's get out here kind of in the open here. More tauntauns. Yep. It should look like a little, like, treasure chest is what we're looking for. So I'm pretty sure it's not going to be one of those symbols. Tauntaun. I don't think there's any farther south. We didn't go to this one yet. This is weird, though. Yeah, I don't see anything here. I wouldn't have expected it here. Hey, Kyle, how you doing? Hope you're having a good Saturday. I don't foresee it being out here, but... Let's see, it'll come out this way a little ways, just to get better lines of sight. Alright, we'll go back one more time to where I think it should be. And if it's not there, we'll try a different planet. Let's see, what were the Alderaan, McKeb, and something else? Tatooine? Trying to see if I can remember where they were on those planets. Alright, where are we? So I think it's supposed to be there. Yeah, you guys don't make it easy. Okay, one last thing we're going to try here. Where I think it is over there. So we'll do the old turn it off and on again trick. See if this makes any difference or not. If not, we'll try another planet. Maybe just Hoth is broken. Or if they're all broken like this, then... Let's see, who should we... Yeah, we'll just get Ubi back. I always try to give the devs the benefit of the doubt, because so many times it's like, I can't find this thing, and it's just because I didn't see it, wasn't looking in the right spot. Many other reasons. So I logged into another character because it forces Zax out of the world, and I'll make him reload the world. The other thing we could try is a different instance, but I don't know if that's going to do anything either. Of the world map. Don't know. This one's a weird one. I've literally dug these up on stream before, so... Alright, hopefully that reloaded everything. Although I don't see anything. Alright. We'll drive over there. See if we can get anything to trigger. Yeah, it is the complexity of games in general, but MMOs. Like, I'm surprised they work as much as they do. There's so many systems working on top of each other. Alright, this should be the area. Or it used to be the area. And that's the other thing. You don't know is like, is this not working because a bug? Is it not working because something's changed? Like, I shouldn't have to do combat in this area, but we'll try that. Alright, well, let's see. We'll try a different planet. What do we got? Alderaan, Tatooine, Hoth, and McKeb. Tatooine's big and flat, plus we're going to go from snow to sand, so let's try that. So I know where the corrupted area is on Tatooine, but I don't remember where the treasure area is. But if it's working, we can do something similar where we'll just jump around, grab our macro binoculars, and take a peek. And if we don't find it on Tatooine, we'll call it broken and move on. Okay, it's not going to be here. At least I would guess, but yeah, because it's going to be universal. Okay, so let's jump out into the... So the corruption area is up here. Let's go out to the Dune Sea. See what we find out there. There is a crate dragon graveyard out here. Don't know if it would be linked to that or not. You can see the bones right there. Oh, it might be over by the... There's some sand crawlers. There's like a crash thing over here. Let's see. Okay, I don't see anything in the sky. Alright, we'll go, while we're up here, we'll go check the area that is the corrupted spot. I can't remember if this... There were missions up to this little crash area up here. You can kind of see the sand, dust, smoke clouds up here. But I can't remember if it was for the artifacts or not. So, like, there's this whole section right here. Somebody's whispering me. It's somebody I know, so it's not like it's coming out of nowhere. Yeah, like this wreck site. There's a part of me that, and again, could be a completely false memory. It's a part of me that felt like this was an area, but again, our droid's not lighting up, so this might be broken. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we'll skirt up and around the north side. What's interesting here is out there is an exhaustion zone. And then if you kind of hug the wall here, there's call it a hidden entrance. So they added these little corrupted areas as part of this whole macro binocular seeker droid thing. But again, our droid's not popping up here. I think you use the droid here if you're when you're doing the missions, but there's a chest. Alright, let's see. This should give us a pretty good view. We'll start in the middle. Most complex system in an MMO. Well, if you're going to go big scope, it would be the combat leveling balancing system, especially if it's a multi-class type of thing. Just to get all that to work, especially if you're going to throw PvP into it. That just is a nightmare sometimes. Are you going to do levels? Are you going to do classes? What are the relative strengths to everything? How do you balance PvE and leveling with PvP? That would probably be my first thought. It could be in here. There's like a little hidden Tusken Raider fort thing in there. Alright, is there anything out here? The funny part is I'm doing this whole scan the sky thing, and if that's what's broken, we're never going to find this. There's a little base here, and then we'll kind of work our way back. I will maybe drive down here, see if we can look into the Imperial area. Oh, you know what? It might be in Outlaw's Den. Okay, we'll end up there. I do have a weird memory that it's an Outlaw's Den, which we'll talk about here in a second, if that's what it is. Yeah, we're heading that direction anyway. Outlaw's Den is right there. Alright, we did that one. So this is our next logical spot anyway. So Outlaw's Den in the original game is the only area I can think of that works this way. Is no matter whether you started on a PvE server, a PvP server, Outlaw's Den was an open world PvP area. So when you go in there, everything is PvP. I think even like, is it free for all PvP? I can't remember. Let's go look. But I know I've been in there to do these kind of missions. I just don't remember if it was for what we're trying to do right now or if it was for something else. So there's essentially an Imperial entrance and a Republic entrance. The Republic entrance is here kind of on the north side, and the Imperial entrance is, I think, right there on the south side. There's other reasons to go in here. So you're entering a lawless area. Anyone outside of your traveling party is now permitted to attack you. So I think even other Republic people can attack you. Yeah, free for all. But I do remember there being... There we go. Secret droid detects something in the area. Alright, so that's the icon I've been looking for. So I'm like 99% sure I was in the right place on Hoth. So the system is working. So GSI survey probe data indicates something of value may be buried here. Are excellent choice. Okay. So the system is working. What's going on Hoth? I don't know. M1 decided to leave us, so let's grab him again. Or does that go away because we're in Outlaw's Den? I can't remember. Yeah, maybe it's an Outlaw's Den thing. Okay, whatever. If we get attacked, we get attacked. let's go ahead and get this started. So we can dig up different items here. I think it also can summon monsters. So nothing was found there. It turned red. It's going to put a little graph on our feet. And it thinks there's something in this half. So what I do is usually we'll run 4 or 5 steps. Hopefully it's not too far that way because there's rocks in our way. And I try to keep, so, you know, we moved in this direction. So now if we don't find it, now we'll look at the little radar icon here and we'll see what it gives us. Okay, so if you think about it, it was in this quadrant. Now it is this way. So it kind of has to be in this general direction, although we're running out of space real fast. We'll just dig up on the rock there. And then while that's going, I'll run around the other side here and see if we can... This one might be a dead one. We'll just go in farther. Or it's up there in the rocks. Okay, so now it's listed is... Okay, it's right in this area. So we'll get a little more... Now that we're close, we'll move less distance in our dig scans. And just see what we can get to pop up. Might be up on top of the rock. Can I get up there? Alright, let's try, how far up? Let's try there. Kind of want to dig right up on top of there, but I'm not sure I can get to it. Oh, no, it still thinks it's in this direction. Okay, just keep moving then. So that one kind of listed it over here. I wish they would actually, like, have a, there it was, almost like a shader on areas that you've eliminated and stuff like that. What do we, okay, well, we got something that counted, so we're 1 of 3 now. What did we get? A secure crate. We'll open all our loot at the end. Alright, now we're just going to move a distance away and just kind of restart this process. Try to go into an area that at least is somewhat open here. Now, there are buffs that you can do that will give you a tighter angle, right? I think it cuts it down to, instead of 180 to, I don't know, closer to, I don't know, like, not 90. It's not that tight. Like 135, maybe, something like that. So that red popped up means there was nothing in that area. So we'll just move farther. Yeah, this is a system they use off and on once they implemented this. There's a whole quest line for these binoculars and this droid that you can go through. It's kind of a cool quest line. All right, there we go. And then once you have them, they get used in some things like this. But this, yeah, this interface could be better. So like I said, it could have highlighted a whole area, right? And then when I do this scan, overlap that area with the new area, right? So this one was here, but now I've eliminated the stuff back here, but this stuff is still in play. What I normally do is I just go 4 or 5 steps in whatever direction is dead center, and you just kind of work your way closer and closer. I probably have the upgrades in my bank box. Cargo hold. Okay, so I went too far there, so now we'll just go back a little ways. Yep, there it was. Okay, before we do the last one, let's go ahead and... I don't remember which cargo hold I have it in. Because I probably have some of the upgrades. Let's look. Look at all my looty stuff. I so need to clean some of this out. Alright, don't see any there. Let's see if I've got them on my... Legacy would make sense, because I would put it somewhere where multiple characters could use it. So we'll see if that works. Let's see, what do we have? Those are all XP things. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, this looks promising. Alright, so we've got the Minor Seeker Droid Deployment Boost. Major Seeker Droid Deployment Boost. This just speeds it up, so we'll grab one of those. Oh, and I got one. So that's what I dug up. Okay. And then there's this one, the Triangulation. So let's grab one of those. Okie dokie. So we'll go ahead and buff the Deployment Boost. Get our Triangulation Boost. And now we'll just drive into Outlaw's Den farther. And we'll see if this feels any faster or not, but technically we're boosted, so. For an hour and a half an hour. Alright, nothing there. Let's go over this way. So you have to essentially get out of the last area because it cleared that last area we were in. So you just have to get far enough away to trigger a new one. Stay in the shadows. Don't want to get sunburned. Oh, we broke it. We got outside of the... Oh, no, we're disconnecting. Okay. I think we either got outside of the thing or... No, we just lost connection to the server, so it can't give us any information. We've had a couple of streams where that didn't happen, so I don't know if something's getting better on the server side or if it's just been luck. But this fits, see, 11:39. Yeah, that would make sense. It's just usually just over 2 hours. I'll lose sync to the server. I guess even logging out and logging in to different characters didn't reset it either. So can add that to our general information. Not this bug. I've seen it talked about, but I don't think it is universal. Now, personal experience, I can only speak from that. I've had it happen on this machine, the other machine sitting next to me, and my kid's machine. Okay, so there you can see, it's not quite 180 degrees anymore. But the interesting thing is at least in my diagnosis, like it'll happen to me, but not the other machine that's sitting right next to me or my kid's machine. Or it'll happen to him and not me. So it's not just a losing connection type of thing, right? There's something else going on. Now, I'm not going to say it couldn't be my ISP. It could just be my ISP after 2 hours of having a connection this like a constant communication thing, they time it out. That it very well could be. It might not even be a broadsword thing. But I have read, you know, other people have experienced it as well. So it acts like, at least from the standpoint of what I'm seeing on the interface. There we go. We honed in on that one actually pretty quick. So that's what the boosts do. All right, so we end up with 2 crates. Now you could just keep doing this. That just ended up being some crafting materials and crafting materials. I think you can get speeder parts. You can get armor parts. There's all kinds of stuff. Plus, there's also a achievement for digging up a bunch of stuff. So, but that being said, we're gonna move on. So let's kill some of this stuff. Don't need that one. Don't need Hoth. Although, probably tomorrow I'm going to go back to Hoth and see if something else happened. Alright, let's see. We've got Ruhnuk or Kessan's Landing. What should we do? Any votes? We've run them both on stream before. So. I don't think I have. I'll check while you guys are thinking. I don't think I have any real achievements left on them, but let's look. Because if that is true, we'll run that one. Let's see. Ruhnuk. What do I need on Ruhnuk? Just PvP on Ruhnuk. And Kessan's Landing, we're 100%. So, yeah. Kessan's is the vote. All right. That's the newer one. We haven't run that one near as much. What's kind of cool here is you can just do the heroics or you can just do the dailies. Both will take you to the same spot, and you can pick the other one up on the terminal. We'll see how rusty I am at my path. They did make a change. So a quality of life improvement that they made to Kessan's Landing. Don't know if they did it anywhere else, but I know they did it on Kessan's Landing. Is in the original. Let's let the map pop up here first. Server's loading slow today. Okay, so originally what you'd have to do is you grab a bunch of missions on the terminal, and then there was a mission giver down here. You had to go and get a mission from. There's a mission giver right out here. And there's a mission giver up here. And you had to grab the missions from those spots. And you still can. So, for instance, let's... You know, again, for the sake of science. Like, if we pop down here... You know, so here's the mission NPC. Right?
Anomalies coming from
It's called Unstable Readings. But we're going to leave it there. So it gives you, you know, and again, probably the first time you do it before you unlock the daily area, you might have to get them from there. But from a quality of life standpoint, now, one thing I wish they would do is instead of putting us there at the entrance, they should put us here so that we're really close. Almost every other daily area does that. All right, we'll just get our shield there. But if we look here now, Unstable Readings, that same mission is on here. So those 3 that you had to go and find separate are now all on this terminal. So we can get everything from here. So we're just going to go ahead and spam the crap out of this. I will do the heroics too. Why not? Let's do everything. Now, even with this change, I don't think my route's going to be any different. So we're going to jump out here and for the most part, go the same direction. But again, there was, I think this person here gave one of the missions. It wasn't a huge problem in that you kind of drive by him anyway while you're working on the missions. But all right, so we're gonna, oops, there it is. Take our reading here. Might have to rethink where I put this. When this is just full, it kind of makes it hard to see the map. But M1, come back.
Havoc Squad.
Don't know that I need him on heals. Let's get aggressive. Okay. Into the first area we go here. So the way I run this map is I tend to run it in basically a clockwise direction, right? We're going to cut through here. We'll do the stuff up here. We'll kind of S over here. We'll drop down here. We'll work our way through here. We'll quick travel to here. Work our way back into the heroic. So that's kind of the general path. We try to find a path so that as you do one part of a mission, the next part you're not backtracking for. So it seems to be a relatively efficient path for me. And then a lot of it just comes down to, like here, we do want to make sure we keep an eye on. If I get close to 200 and don't notice it, somebody yell at me. So I don't know if I want to drop those conquest points on this guy or not. I might. We'll see how we're doing on conquest. Yeah, we're only at 20,000, so. Alright, so the first thing we want to do is go in this little room here. My next quality of life is I want a hotkey for changing their roles. Like, it's okay if you still can't do it in combat, but I hate clicking on that thing. Okay, so we have to grab one of these things. Let's just turn this off so it's easier to see. And then we're going to work our way up into this area, and then we'll work our way out. What is the nature of progress? Somebody's asking for help. That's the story. We don't have that. Okay, so we're going to grab this, which then is going to open up that up there. And then we will try to, if we can, we'll grab the harvesting nodes along the way. Because that's like 2,700. Where's it at? Yeah, 2,750. So might as well grab that free conquest. Think we can avoid that group. Oh, did they add the Kessan's Landing? Yeah, this was added as well, I believe. I don't think that was there before, so. I think we're going to fight plenty of people, so I'm not going to go out of my way to find combat. I should probably get the healer first. Play smart. So there's two missions in here. There's this mission. And then that opened up those two. Then there's another mission here. So the interesting thing is these guys don't tend to want to aggro you unless you really get up in their face. They're also part of the story version of this, so I try to leave them if I can. If somebody's trying to work their way through on the story, they need those. I don't need them, so I try not to get too close. Hey Drakia, how you doing? I think I answered this in your chat, but let's take a look at it. So if we look at my character, you were commenting about this. There was a big ugly symbol. I don't know if it was ugly. So this is your character flare, right? So I think the one that you saw is if you click up here And you change this to one of these live stream cantina ones. There we go. Let's open that one up. So I think that's the thing that you saw on that character that you weren't sure what it is. So that's what that came from. What those were is back in the 2018, 2019, they did these cantina events. And if you went to an event, it was like a live event. I went to one. They have one here in Phoenix. Then they eventually started to give these codes out to everybody. But these were, you would get this, you would get a speeder and some other stuff. So basically, it's weird looking because on these cantina ones, they're this whole big like logo looking thing. All the other ones are a lot more subtle, so you don't notice them as much. So for instance, like if I turn on my legendary status one, right, it's just the little legendary icon and stuff like that. So, but yeah, when you see those cantina ones, because they're probably, I don't know how many people have those. I couldn't even tell you what half these look like, right? So on this character, since he was a trooper, I run my Havoc Squad one. So somewhere in here, there we go, Sign of Havoc. So it does two things. Let's go back to the cantina one. It changes the border of your character. So that also shows up for other people. And then it puts this little symbol next to you. And some of these you just get, like I can't remember what these tier 1 and tier 2, 3, and 4 are. Some of them you can buy in the market. Snowtacular. I think that's from the Life Day event, I think. So there's a bunch of them. And I think a lot of them are per character. Some are per account. Like the legendary status and these cantina ones are per account. So I run with my Havoc one on because that's where this character started. So I tried to answer it in text, but wasn't sure if it made sense. So that's what it is. All right, we're going to go ahead and spawn this guy. And then we'll click this thing on the way out. And that'll be the parts of these two missions inside of here. Oh, congrats on finishing Alderaan. I was grinning when your reaction to getting that companion was awesome. All right, I think that's everything we need in here. We could have done those, but we'll have plenty of time to harvest stuff. Guess we're gonna fight him. I'll admit, when you asked it on your stream, I had to think twice about what is that stupid symbol. I can't remember. Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the things I do love about your stream is you're experiencing stuff for the first time, and that is cool, right? Like, I don't get that near as much. I mean, when they put new content in, some, but I don't get to see things for the first time as much anymore. And so yeah, that was fun. Okay, let's see how good my memory is here. I think, is it right here? There's a spot you can stand. It's either here or there. I can't remember where I can actually get a bunch of these missions done. Let's see. There's one thing. We might have to move. It's been a while since I've done these. There's one here to the south, I think. Or no. Well, it definitely doesn't feel like I stood in the right spot because I only found one thing. Oh! Alright, let's try it over here. Maybe it's this one. Oh, no. I got everything I needed out of that one, I guess. I thought there was another thing to scan here. Maybe we just haven't done enough stuff. Is there any... Oh, we did miss something. Okay. My rustiness is showing. Yeah, it is one of those that it wouldn't feel genuine if I was pretending to be surprised by, you know, some of these things that I've done a dozen times. But yeah, enjoy it while you can. At the rate you're going, you've got a whole bunch of classes to play through. So it's interesting. I don't know if... I don't want to call it a spoiler, but... Okay, what are we supposed to be doing out here? Hold on, let me get my bearings first. Yeah, there's 2 more scan things here. They might be down... There's so many missions opened up here. We'll just use this version. The interaction you had with the... Was it Nomenkar and his Padawan, or just a Master and his Padawan? Where, like, the Padawan was itching for a fight, and the Master was not, and you were light side, dark side choices. That whole interaction goes differently if you go light side on it. It's actually kind of cool writing in that section. That's rough, man. Yeah, what do you say? It happens to you like every month to 6 weeks, where your connection gets really flaky, and then it just starts working again. That's kind of sucky. Alright, so this is another, like, you can pick up a mission from this guy right here. So like I said, you have to go right here to do this mission anyway. So it's not like you wouldn't come across this mission, but it is kind of nice just to pick them all up there at the beginning. Okay, let's see. Let's keep rolling. Is that the Freedom Droid? Communication array. Oh, nope, that's a clicky. That's right here on this thing here. Yeah, that's frustrating. I know it's like we have intermittent issues, but it's like it's just a weird outage. It's not like a repeating thing. I think any connection is going to do that, But yeah, it's tough to play if you have a laggy connection, for sure. So, options you would have, like SWTOR not so much. I don't know, you know, the other games you were playing. Like, you could just OBS record and put them up as videos. World boss, we don't need it, but he's here. So we might as well. Where are you? Zoom up farther.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, I definitely feel your frustration. Okay, so what we want to do is we're going to hit our attack key for zoom, get zoom to attack, and then we're going to stand at a 90-degree spot so that things like that don't hit zoom. Eventually the droid's going to jump to us, and then we'll just run back and forth kind of here and here, just so that things like that. Oh, I got to remember, move quicker on this one. Catch us up, zoom. We'll help her out a little bit. So there's a heroic that drops circles like that where you can kind of stand and collect them all up before you move. This guy, not so much. We want to move right away. Okay, get into our rhythm here. So now it's mostly just avoiding the telegraphs, right? So as soon as that circle drops, we want to be moving. So he's going to jump to us there, and then we'll walk through him so that that beam doesn't hit us. And so as long as we keep him move quick. So what we want to do is now balance, don't drop any of the stuff on our healer, and also don't move so far away that there's code that basically says, I'm too far away, let me teleport to you. And that can cause problems, because if Zoom teleports to us, now they're standing right on top of us, and some of these things could hit Zoom. If Zoom dies, we're done. We can't do this without a healer, so. Like this one will just get out of the beam. Yeah, it's for some things like SWTOR, you know, I mean, I suppose you could try to record it and then you could just edit out the bad parts, but that'd get frustrating quick. But like your other series that you were running, you know, you could do stuff on that series without needing the connection. That way you can keep making some content. But I haven't uploaded a video in a couple years though, so pretty much I just stream these days. It is easier, right? Like streaming, you just hit the button and stream, versus making videos, you have to record it. If you want to do any cleanup or editing, then you have to upload it. And if your connection flakes out, you might have to upload it a couple of times to get it to work. I mean, there's still some frustration there, but yeah, a lot of these fights, like this one's designed for multiple people. I don't think this was designed to be solo. It's a world boss. But now I've tried this on other classes, and I don't think you can do this on every class. I think I tried it on my agent, and he just got his butt handed to him. He just doesn't have the defensives to live through some of this. So sometimes strategies are also, plus I'm ranged, right? This is way easier as a ranged, because I can step to the side and keep attacking, whereas a melee character would have to come up and get close. You know, they don't all work for all characters, but for a trooper or a bounty hunter, yeah, this guy isn't too hard. And again, I'm also max level, max-ish armor. Like, I don't have the top operation purples, but for the most part, I've got the best single-player PvE armor you can get. I notice that sometimes when I switch over to some of my alts and I try some strategy that I know that works, and I just get wiped out. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. Like, I'm wearing heavy armor on this character. I've got these defenses. If I get in trouble, I can bail myself out and stuff like that. But you know, so I used that because I screwed up my heal. But for the most part, I haven't had to use any of my defenses or anything. It's just been a tank and spank fight. But also, you know, whether you're a tank, DPS, or healer makes a difference as well. My classic one is there was a hidden world boss on Ruhnuk, and I tried that on this character 2 or 3 times, and I just got destroyed. Like, there's 7 things that spawn, and I don't think I killed any of them. And before I got killed, and I was, oh, this is kind of a little stuck there. He didn't do his jump, and so he wasn't anchored. Anyway, so this we're just gonna move out of the way, so we don't drop that circle on Zoom. There we go. All right, back to the story. So I tried it 2 or 3 times on this character, and failed miserably. It wasn't even close. So I'm like, okay, I want to solo this. Again, world boss designed for groups, but I wanted to solo it so bad. So I leveled up Galactic, who is my Juggernaut tank, and I'm like, okay, let's just try to survive it. And so it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. I have Kyler, if you remember, let me know. We tried it on the tank, and I was able to get through it on the tank. So, you know, it's like, ew, took some damage there. We'll see if Zoom can catch up. And so the difference between being DPS and tank, even though this guy has good armor, he just doesn't have the damage mitigation that a tank has. You know, my Juggernaut tank had... So it can get a little hairy there, where there's like more than one thing going on. He's got like a 50% damage reduction just right off the top. And then if he shields an attack, it's like another 30%, right? So he's literally taken 20% of the damage that this character would be taking. And so what we were able to do is, because he was a tank, it was a slower fight because we're doing a lot more DPS, a lot less DPS. But I was able to survive long enough to start popping off the strongs, and we got the strongs killed, and then we got the 2 elites killed, and then we finally killed the champion. I think it was 20-ish minutes, 20 to 30 minutes to do the whole encounter, but we soloed it, right? Now, did we have to solo it? No, it was just my own stubbornness. But again, I wouldn't chalk that up to a skill difference on my side. It was a class difference, you know. So it was slower, but that tank was just able to deal with all that incoming damage, especially right there at the beginning. And it was close. I think we got down to less than 10% health early on, and I pulled every defensive I had, and we pulled it off. Catch up on the chat here. Ooh, that hit hard, whatever it was. Alright, whoa, we're gonna help zoom out there a little bit. I'm not sure what popped me there, but yeah, warrior can be fun. I can't remember if it is the DPS warrior or the juggernaut. I think it's a DPS warrior. At some point you can actually get a trying to remember if it is an ability or a tactical, but it basically, when you go out of combat, it automatically resets your leap. And I think I have 2 leaps on one of my warriors. There's nothing I can do. I'm gonna eat that. Let's get out of it as soon as we can. There we go. Getting a little far away from zoom. And so that makes it crazy because you just leap around all over the place because that thing is always resetting. But I don't remember where it's at. And on which class for sure. Alright, what are we down to? 10%? Okay, if you're trying to get out of things like that, you walk slower going backwards than you do going forward. So make sure you change directions, otherwise you can get yourself hit by one of those. Hey, Professor H, how you doing?
Do not avoid the peaceful coexistence beam, or you will be eradicated.
I guess while we got so many people in the stream, I should thank Darth Hinton for his latest donation. Hit me up yesterday, so I appreciate it. We cracked 200. We're at 207, I believe. Yep, 207. 2%. Come on. So once those circles start to drop, I'm going to move forward. That way I don't get stuck in them. There we go. Not too bad. We weren't in very much peril. Light amounts of peril. Okay, we're going to get out of this area. Oh, cool. Somebody's fighting over there. So when you see the fighting going on, you can cut through here and not have to fight. Alright, so we're going to slip over here. There's one more thing we need to scan. It's like a flag, I think, right in front of us. Yep. Yeah, this one's DPS. So Commando can be either DPS or heals. So you can be a combat medic. So this is a shoot the gun, kill things. This is a lots of, I can't remember if they're poisons or fires or, but it's dots damage over time. I think assault specialist, if you're on a single target, like that last fight, single target where it's a long fight, an assault specialist is going to out DPS a gunnery. If you're doing a lot of target switching, gunnery can out DPS assault specialist because you don't have time for all those dots and stuff to take hold. So we used to run a group, an operation group, where there were 2 of us, 2 commandos, and I ran gunnery and the other guy ran assault specialist, and it was just boss boss to boss, which one of us was going to out DPS the other. If it was a single fight, he would out DPS me. If it was one where it's like they leap in, fight for a little bit, and leave, and you're always target switching and stuff like that, and then I would out DPS him. But the nice part about it is with both of us there, you know, you always had one guy who was doing a bunch of DPS based off of the situation. So yeah, there's it's up on Fleet. There's 2 droids, and there's binocular missions and seeker missions. So the binoculars and the seeker droid. There are these quest chains that you have to go on. You go to multiple planets. One of them is like called Shrouded in Mystery. It's the last quest in the chain. You need 4 people to do it. It's a group mission. Because it's like you have to put people in these 4 different locations, and they all have to click on different things and stuff like that. It's a fun series. But you do have to kind of find a group to do the last one. I think everything else you can solo up to that last mission. Got to get your guild started so you can do stuff like that. And then I'll have to make some character up on your server, but... Alright, let's see. We need to find some of these mines, so we'll grab them along the way. So we're just going to skirt around kind of the north side here. We're working our way back over here because that's a fight with an elite. Yeah, but they're pretty fun. It's a good little story arc. Unfortunately, if you want them on every character, you have to do it on every character. It's kind of a pain. I don't have it. I think I have it on... Jeez, I might have only done that on this character. I can't remember. So there's going to be an NPC right up here. He does have a knockback, so make sure that you don't get yourself knocked off the ledge or something like that. We'll send Zoom to fight him. We'll get this last mine. Guess Zoom doesn't want to fight him. Alright, we'll see if we can... What I would normally do is just run through him like this. That's the knockback right there. That surge. I got that one interrupted. Got out of range of that one. Here it comes. There you go. He finally got me. But that's not a bad fight. It's just an elite. Okay, so if we check our map, we've kind of done the top part here. So now we're going to roll back around and we're going to cut through this little oasis grotto cave thing. We're going to go ahead and grab that. What are we up to? 8 of 10. Yeah, it's not actually, and the quest, the 4-player quest isn't really hard. You don't need an amazing group. I shouldn't need that anymore. Yeah, okay. But it's just that, like, people have to stand in 4 different places and click things to make it work, so. But it's a cool quest series. Alright, so there should be a cave entrance. There it is right there. And so the reason we cut through this little cave system, it's kind of a cool scenery. You got this little crater oasis, I don't know, top of a volcano, maybe. But what we need in here is we need the scan thing. So we'll do that. And then we'll cut out the south side, because everything we need to do now is in this area. That's just a turn in. So we've cleared the top. Now we'll clear the bottom. So as soon as we get out of the cave, we'll hit our... Let's pop this back open. Should have another binocular thing here. Now, if you don't have the binoculars, like I have them, If you're doing a quest that uses the binoculars, you don't have to have that done. It'll just give you an icon to use it. So they're not required necessarily in order to do some of these quests. Let's see, what am I looking for? That tower. So like this mission, you could run whether you've done those binocular quests or not. All right, next we need to start fighting and collecting. So we need scout droids. What else do we need? We need these things. Wow, that's rough, man. I feel for you. That's... And then we also need these... I think those droids? I can't remember. Yeah, it's... man... Like, it's crazy how for granted we take our internet connections, right? Like... I know, even when ours occasionally goes down, it doesn't happen very often. Like, the whole family... You know, we watch all of our, like, TV through streaming media. Like, pretty much everything we do is linked to our internet connection. And then once it goes down, we kind of look at each other like, uh-oh, now what? Did you got a board game or something? There you go. You can just get your phone and record board games and upload those videos. I thought about doing that. I missed it this year, but every year they do what they call Table Talk Weekend for Extra Life. I thought about getting a group together and trying to record a board game session, but I don't play a lot of board games anymore. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just kind of working our way to the west here. And the reason we're doing that is there's a mission over here, that one right there. That's our last scanning mission. So we want to pick that one up because we're going to go up from the south here for our other missions. All right, have a good one. Thanks for swinging by. Oh, we're too far south. We want to go up this way. And so what we want to do is we have a couple of things we have to do here. We have to fight one of these like extreme droids. And there just so happens to be one right back here. Another scout droid. So we need that for a mission. And then this extreme droid which we need for a mission. And then there's our survey. So this spot kind of gives us things for 3 different missions. All in one go. So once we finish the droid here, then we'll click on that. So there we got our environmental droid done. Let's see, disable, defeat. We'll turn off these heroics right now, just so I can see more of our missions. We'll turn off that weekly as well. Turn off that weekly. There we go. Okay, I think I can see everything now. What do we need? That's up in the base. So we need 2 more trench patrollers, 5 more scout droids. So now what we'll do is we'll work our way back. I probably shouldn't have taken that fight. I don't need to kill this guy. But we'll get the rest of the trench guys and the scout droids on our way back. Because our next spot is inside that little base. And there's some of those in that area. So shouldn't have fought this one. I just saw that scout droid and got greedy. Alright, so we'll go ahead and work our way back to the east here. I thought that was a trench droid, but I did not read. That's alright. What are we at? 60, 70?
Look at me, Master.
What do we have now? There's a trench droid. There's a scout droid. 2 scout droids. This is a nice little grouping for us. So I get us to 8 and 4. So it'll be 80% through both of them. I'm pretty sure there's going to be plenty on the inside. Like you can see up there, there's 2 scout droids and a trench droid, but we'll go ahead and finish the scouts here. Actually, I think we'll finish both. Yeah, then we'll fight what we have to do to get inside the base.
What's the problem?
Alright, so now we'll work our way into the base here. See if we can avoid that guy. We still need some of these. I don't know how many. Oh, that was the last one of those. So that's done. And then up here and to the left, there should be a little cave. Purple loot. What did we get? Oh, we got a decoration. I think the cave's right there, if I remember right. Little control area. While we're here, we'll go ahead and start collecting these things. And then, yeah, we have to click that little control console in here. Now, obviously, there's story behind all of this. We're in daily mode now, so we're just kind of working our way through it. There we go. And now we'll head into the base. So our map should change. There we go. So now our next set of missions are kind of in this general area. I work my way clockwise in this one as well. And so we need to collect these things. 1 of 5, and what do we have there? 2 of 5. So this kind of central area here has a whole bunch of them. And you don't necessarily have to fight a ton of stuff. This is part of the story mission there, so we're not going to go in there. Not sure, was that guy collecting something different than us? Don't know. There's that one done. Here's this one done. Alright, what do we need? We need 3 hidden chain commanders or beastmasters and retrieve the panther cage key. So we'll fight what we have to. There's a commander, so we'll take him out. But we'll skip the ones that we don't necessarily need. And I think the commanders will also drop that key, so we don't have to go looking extra for that. Alright, so we're going to skip that group because they don't have a Beastmaster with them. There's a Lancer and a Beastmaster, so we'll take that group. Alright, was that 75? Yeah, 75. What do we have here? Another Beastmaster. So we'll take out this group. And then we'll go click the cage. I think there's a fight there. And then I think it's just the heroics after that. Yeah, I think that's it for here. I think this does spawn a fight though. So done, but. Nothing too crazy. Couple of strongs. That one's done. Oh, I forgot to do this. Okay, that one's done. So done. Complete dailies, return, report, transfer. So those are all turn-ins. So let's get our heroics back here. Now let's turn everything back on. I think we have room for it. Almost. Well, we don't need that. So now I think these all just take you to the quick travel point in the area, which is down here. But using these won't cost us anything. So yeah. All right, so 2 of these are in the same kind of dungeon right up there. So they're pretty easy. Actually, no, down here. That's the droid buster up there. So. This is not instanced, so it is an open area. So the only thing that could go, I don't want to say wrong here, but could be frustrating is... Whoa. Where'd the recruits come from? That was weird. Anyway, the only thing that can go weird here is if somebody comes through and kills the things you need to kill. But they respawn pretty quick, so... Damn, we took some damage in here. Yeah, I'm not sure where I pulled. I say there's just something aggro in me. Holy heck. I must not have drove in very well. Okay. We're in now. So there's kind of 2 things going on in here. The first thing is just fighting the creatures, right? The Sabrits. So you just fight them. The other one is kind of this, you have to click on things in a particular order. Now, my goal is not to have to fight this group twice up here. So what we're going to do, that's where you have to go to click on your first item. So what we're going to do, so we're going to clear ourselves a path first.
Look at me, Master.
The second thing you have to click on is here. The third thing is in there. The fourth thing is here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fight these guys first. Because if they respawn, it doesn't matter to me.
I'd never recover.
because I don't have to go back in there. I do have to come back to that first spot though, right? So this first spot on the map, you have to end the mission there as well. So I don't want them to respawn there. So what we're going to try to do, now it depends, if anybody's been through here before us and already fought these guys, and that has kind of triggered the respawn to be faster, this might not work. But for the most part, as long as we're kind of the first one in here, and nobody else comes in, we'll take this group out. And then we'll go fight the ones by here, and hopefully get back to that spot before they respawn. We might not pull that off, but we'll try. Okay, so we've cleared our path to that. Let's go ahead and we'll stun the war chief, clean up his friends, and then we'll fight him last. So we'll peel one guy off of Zoom. This also spreads the damage out between the two of us. So you see, that one's respawned already, so the respawn might be too quick. We'll fight this last guy. And then we'll take out the war chief. Alright. This will be a pretty straightforward fight here. So, yeah, once we kill this war chief, we'll have this one actually done. So we just have to do the other heroic in this area. So that one's done. So now we're going to click on this. Click here. So this hasn't respawned yet, right? I think we're going to have to fight that guy. We'll see if we can sneak by him. Oh, nice. Click on these. And we go back in here. Now, theoretically, I could probably just get these guys. Let's see how Zoom holds up here. We're going to stun the war chief just to get a zoom a little. Click on this. Oh, zoom died. And if we get back here before this one respawns. Yep, and then they gave up. Now, there's going to be these guys that respawn in the tunnel. So I'm going to go ahead. Hopefully that guy doesn't aggro us. I'm just going to use my travel out of here. I think it'll just, again, I didn't get it off in time. I think it'll just put us back in the, at that bottom spot, but then we don't have to fight our way out. Yep, they still haven't. We probably could have fought that group and still made it out here. Would have been close. Yeah, I must have pulled aggro on that group. So there's somebody, looks like they're just working their way in to what we just did. Alright, so now we're going to come up here. Now this one is an instance. So same thing here. We want to manage where Zoom's at. Essentially, we want Zoom right here on top of this guy. So we're going to run Zoom right up on top of this guy. And then we're going to back off. Now that Zoom is... Once Zoom's attacked, Zoom won't move. and we'll keep the telegraphs facing away from her. So these ones here, I'll do it next time. They don't trigger the damage until the very end. Okay, so now he's going to jump and then knock us back. There we go. Ugh, we don't want to be in there though. Don't know what happened there. I should have got knocked out of it, but... And I dropped that one on Zoom's head. Let's see if she should do okay. Okay, so really now what you have to watch out for is just telegraphs and these knockbacks. You don't want to get knocked back into one of these blue things. You saw how much damage it did, right? So he's going to jump there. He's going to knock us back this way. Alright, once I get kind of stabilized, then we'll get ourselves back into rhythm. So when you see the yellow arrows, that's when he's going to do his jump. Okay, so here, 1, 2, 3, and then we'll run out of it. And now the damage hits, right? So a lot of it's just, okay. So we'll put ourselves about right here, because we don't want to be in the blue circle, ideally, when he knocks us back. So this is why we stuck Zoom in the center, though. Because we don't want Zoom in these circles either. And we definitely don't want her to teleport. 2, 3, we'll run out. Now, about the time he does this fourth one, one of these should drop off. And it'll give us a little more room to operate. Yep, there's the drop off. Here comes the jump. So we'll, again, we don't want to get knocked back that way. We want to get knocked back this way so that we don't end up in one of those. 1, 2, 3. Move out of the way. And now it's mostly just the same mechanics repeated. So there, one of our 2, 3. Move out of the way. And again, same thing. You get too far away from your healer will teleport. And now you've got to deal with your healer standing in a spot that might have a blue circle. This is a heroic 4, I believe. Yep. So designed, I'm an air quote, for 4 players. 2 can do it pretty easily. I'm doing it solo, so. Alright, so it's just going to repeat this now until the next phase, where you have to get to one of these towers. Alright, let's move over here. 1, 2, 3. So same thing, just kind of moving parallel with where Zoom is, because I don't want those telegraphs to hit her. I don't think that one does, but it's just good practice to never let your companion be in these area attacks, right? Because when you get into one where it does matter, you want to get used to not letting your oh, shouldn't have hit that. Wasted my channel. But you don't want your companion to be eating damage like that. Okay, so now we're getting close to the next phase. I can't remember where it kicks in. 25%? 40%? Didn't get out of that one in time, so you saw it knock me back. So this one you want to be careful with, right? We want to keep ourselves diagonal this way so that we don't get knocked left or right. Okay, he's got to be getting close here. Like I said, I don't remember the exact percentage. But he'll jump to the center and start doing raid-wide damage. And it hurts. Comes his jump, knockback. Let's go. There it is. So see, jump to the center. So you want to go over here, click on this. That disrupts him, and he goes and attacks that droid. Now, Zoom did teleport because we got far enough away. think she'll be okay over there, so I'm just gonna leave her. During this phase, I could also reset her to the center. Let's do that just to show it. So I'll just put her on passive, and then she comes back over here, and then we just have her attack again. And now she's reset to where we want her. And then now he just goes. I don't know if he does that thing that where he does the raid-wide damage a second time or not. We'll kill him long before he does. So I don't know if that repeats or not, or if that's a one-time thing. Because we've got him at 15% already by ourselves. So I guess it might repeat at some point, but I'm not sure what the group would be that wasn't doing damage to him. So. So now we'll just finish him off. Again, it just repeats the mechanics from the first phase. So you want to call this phase 3? It's just a repeat of phase 1. I know the first time I did it, that whole jump to the center thing wiped me out. Like, it does a lot of damage. Sometimes I'll even hit my heroic moment just to make sure I've got extra healing coming, because it can do a lot of damage. There we go. Heroic 4. And we made conquest somehow. What did we get? We got those. That was a one-timer. Oh, we got the 26,000 from that, 20,000 from the finish the 4 missions. What else did we trigger? Yeah, we got 20,000 there, 26 there. Oh, we got 15,000 for the 3 heroics. So, yeah, okay, that makes sense. So now we have 114 of these towards a different character. So what we're going to do here, let's go ahead and... Now you'll notice that there's turn-ins for all of these. I can't remember if we have to go back to those or if we can turn all those in at the terminal. We're going to try to turn them in at the terminal. If not, we'll travel back to the originals. I don't remember. I think I've only run it like once on this new version. So, all right, that turned in one thing. There's a turn in there. Let's just go up in here. Can I turn everything in up here? I don't think so. Nope. So I've never noticed any difference on what you pick here. Let's see. Let's give it to the people. All right. We have... Let's go ahead and turn this one in.
Someone that backs up words with action. It's a rare sight.
Then we'll head south. South? Yeah, south. Sometimes I get my brain turned around on these maps. Turn this one in.
I don't see anything we should be concerned about.
And then I think the last one is just this one up here in the north. Also, we finished the Galactic season thing, obviously. Because we did Kessan. We probably finished that a while ago. Whenever we got the... Probably the weekly done.
Thank you so much for getting my animals back. Don't know what I'd do without little Scabby.
So there we go. Kessan's language landing. So, okay. So we got 16 to 25 missions done here. Let's go ahead and go back and let's talk about conquest strategies. So I try to maximize the number of characters that make conquest. So this week I actually ran my CZ, Rishi, Ziost trio. And also in that did the 20,000 for the 200 kills. And that made conquest on a character. It also put me at like, I think 18 of 25 on this one. And so then I ran, I think, Coruscant. And that put me up above and the 64. And I made conquest on a second character. So first thing here, let's go ahead and clean some stuff up here first. And then we'll take a look at where we are from a, what am I thinking? Galactic season standpoint. Oh, that could be a speeder? Nope. I don't think we've gotten that speeder yet. There's a rare drop speeder off of the Freedom Droid that we have yet to acquire, I believe. All right, what do we have? That is... This is all stuff we're just going to deconstruct. All right, what do we have? 320. All right, a pair of bracers. I can't even see them. 320, 320, 340, 340. Okay, let's clean some of this up. Check where we're at on currency. Yeah, we have enough for another implant. Repair, sell, 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 sell. Okay. We have 7 of these, so nothing new from a decoration standpoint, but we do have to check our Galactic seasons next. We'll get that done before we go start doing more conquest stuff. Those are just companion gifts. So these are all the armor and weapons that we've collected from Galactic seasons so far. So let's check our reward track. Where are we at? All right, we got a new weapon and a title. Okay, I'm pretty sure we're okay there currency-wise, but we're 12, so 13, a pack. That'll put us at 14. Another weapon. Tech fragments, another pack. Ooh, and decoration. And we'll unlock that tomorrow. We are not going to get to our key. So next week we'll get our last key to kind of unlock I think the last section of the new stronghold. But we're in pretty good shape. We are at 60, almost 65. We'll get 2 for logging in tomorrow in the daily. So I'll hit 65 tomorrow. All right, let's see what that gave us. Might start using these. So these would make the blueprint fragments drop faster. We're a third of the way through that. We're 2/3 of the way through that. So we're in pretty good shape. All right, what did we get for weapons? We have a new assault cannon. We have a new, what are you? Sniper rifle. Okay. A new assault rifle. These kind of have that modern angular look to them. I kind of like them. All right, what do we get here? A stronghold label. Oh, this is new. So we got a new decoration. Stacked barrels. We'll take them. We'll just sell those, and 3 packs to open. Not too bad for the last week or so. All right, a decoration pack. Ooh, we get 3. Executive couch. We have 6 of those. Planetary sign. Well, I have 1 of those. That's kind of cool. Oh, something new. Voskov street lamp. Always like it when we get something new. A bronze mount pack. Don't have high hopes for this one. I have a lot of the mounts. And if it's bronze, it's not going to be overly rare. But let's see. Might be something I haven't bothered to pick up. It's cool looking. And I do have it. And Ultimate Cartel pack. So these I think are like 4 or 5 things. I think one of them can just be essentially junk. Let's see what we get. Life Day Hollow Tree. I have 999 of those. Okay. That's junk. Debris pile. Oh, that's new. Is that another decoration? Yeah, that's cool. Something new is nice. Pale blue and gray dye. Don't know if that's a rare dye or not. Man, 3 decorations. 2 are new though. I'll take that. We'll call that a win. All right, we come over here to our item stash. We're going to click on new. So we'll claim that decoration, claim that stack of decorations. I have that speeder, so I'm not going to claim it on this character. I don't think it matters, but we'll claim that decoration. Claim that stack of decorations. Claim that decoration. Wasn't there a dye pack? Like a pale blue and... What if I accidentally clicked on it? There it is. Nope. Yeah. Hyperspace light blue, deep blue. Okay, let's search for hyperspace light blue. Let's see if any of these are for sale. Hyperspace light blue. Nope, none are for sale. It might be bound, so maybe you can't sell it. Does anything come up under hyperspace? There, hyperspace light blue and deep blue. Is that what mine is? Yeah, okay. So evidently I just can't type. So right now, I don't know. It looks like they've sold for up to 15 million. So that's got some rarity to it. So somewhere between 15 and 75 million is kind of the range right now. 25, 28, and 32 are what they're selling for. So not a bad reward there. We're just going to leave it though. All right, let's go. We got a new rug. It's kind of cool looking. Zakulian military rug. Plus we'll get 100 prestige for it. Planetary sign. We have one of these. So nothing crazy there. That one we have 999 of. We'll see if we can sell it. I don't think you can. Furniture's never bad to get a bunch of because you rarely just put down like one chair. So. And here's our other new thing. Debris pile. That's kind of cool looking. What does it go on? Wow, that's a big debris pile if it uses a large hook. Cool. Alright, we'll see if we can sell our... I doubt it. 100 credits. Oh, and I can't sell it, so... Okay. So let's take a look at where we're at. So we have 64,000 sitting there. 85,000 sitting in these 2 spots. But we have to do some missions. So what do we need? We need 9 missions. So here's what we're going to do? We are going to, since we made conquest on Zax. Yep. And the pub guild's at 190,000 right now. I'm trying to get to 64. So we're almost halfway to 62. So we're doing pretty good there. But the Imp Guild is lagging a bit behind because I haven't been spending as much time on them. So let's go over and we'll use these big conquest rewards to make conquest on a character over there. Let's grab Dom here. Oh, on a gear update, I think I've got all but one set done. I think I'm missing like one piece now from either the Combat Medic or the Mender set. I can't remember. I think I've got everything else. Let's look. I need 2 pieces. So I need the wrists and the legs for the MedTech set. Okay. So now that we're over here, we're going to do some easy content. So I'm going to pop to Dromenkos. And we're just going to blow through the heroics. Now, a couple of things happen here. You get 5,000 per heroic under the new system. That was a recent change they made. So we're probably going to make 20,000, 30,000 on this planet. And then, yeah, because it'll be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 once we pick these up. Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 plus 5 for the first one is 30. Yeah, so 30-some thousand. So really, if we wanted to really, really maximize, just doing this and Dromenkos will make Conquest. We probably could drop that on somebody else. I might not bother, just because I don't want to log into another character, but we'll see. We'll see where we're at when we get close. See if it's going to be convenient or not. Alright, T7. Let's go a little crazy. We might need to put him on heals for... Some of these fights are tough. Dom does a lot of damage, though. So we'll just try to out-DPS. Yeah, we're taking some damage, though. So this is part of your difference in wearing... Like, he wears medium armor. Yeah, he did alright. Only lost half our health. Something's healing us. Let's stay. Let's stay in DPS mode. Aggression. I might have some item or something slotted that... Yeah, that 879 heals popping up. And again, remember, we're on a starter planet, so we only have 4,000 health. So 879 is 20% of our health. Something like that. I'm doing math in my head, right? Okay, so we've got 2 of 3. We need to get the third demolitionist over here. Yeah, I've got something, either I'm doing a move or a passive heal that's healing me every once in a while, so we might be able to pull this off with double DPS. Yeah, I think it might be this guy. He's got 2 leaps. But I can't remember if I've got any set up that they reset when he die or when the enemies die, or... But they're both back. Alright, 1 shuttle down. Now, these bonus missions count towards this mission counts, right? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 with that bonus mission. Plus there's some other bonus missions. Alright, let's test this out. Sleep to him. I don't want to. I was gonna say, let me leap around a bit and see if I can... If I had my guy on heals, I might, but I don't really want to die. I hate that stun. Maybe when we get to normals, we're fighting normal guys and not heroics. We'll test our leaping ability. All right, what are we at? 13 of 20. I'll often take this fight because there's a slicing trunk in there, so you can get some extra credits. There's one here. We'll take this fight. And we'll pop up here because there's usually one right here. And they're just free credits, so we might as well grab them. He'll come back. Alright. Now there's two elevators here. There's one there and one there. You don't want to wait. I just dropped down this side. Just be careful. You don't want to drop the whole way down, because that'll kill you. That almost killed me. Let's see how much healing I get. So if I get heals while traveling, we'll know it's some kind of passive thing that I have on. If I don't, then it's some kind of link to a certain attack or something like that. Yeah, it doesn't look like we're getting heals. We'll heal up here. Alright, so we need 3 more to get our bonus mission done. So in this case, the bonus mission also, like I said, it's going to drive this 16 of 25. So we want to make sure that we do them. Sometimes bonus missions really aren't worth it. You know, they're like 600 conquest. If you're in it, like, we haven't gone out of our way to fight things on this one, so it's not a huge deal, but if it's going to add a ton of time, it might not be worth it. But for this case, that's 60,000 conquest, so we definitely want that. So you notice that went from 16 to 17. Yeah, that's just got a short cooldown, so it's essentially unlimited leaps. Wow, me and T7 are doing some damage. I actually forgot how much damage that... So, obviously melee character has disadvantages to my range character, right? It's a little bit more of a pain. You're kind of putting yourself in trouble. So, and also doesn't have the defenses that Zax has. So I think this character actually does more damage.
I'll never be able to prove Lord Gratham was behind the transmissions that
Alright, what's that put us at? 18.
But it doesn't matter. Everyone who matters knows the truth.
And then there's our
Gratham is already losing
conquest that we're already
followers.
stacking up, almost at 20,000 already. Build up some rage. Take these two out. Alright, so we need 8 of those guys. And then the one boss guy. I hate these stems though. Alright, what will this put us at? 5, 6, 7. So we're going to want that guy too. Grab him here. Now if somebody else starts the fight, you can join in on their version. Or if somebody joins in on yours, don't panic. It won't disrupt yours. If nobody has started it, then you just come in here and click on this. Yeah, we're staying basically at full health, so. Again, remember, this is the home planet, so you're talking about we're capped at level 17 and fighting a level 11. So it's, we'll call it not quite fair. Let's see, we're going to skip that one. We're going to do that last because then we can quick travel to the place where I just kill for the kill achievement or the kill conquest on the planet, and it actually costs a little bit less. It's only a couple hundred difference, so it's not a huge deal, but travel costs are calculated by distance, so the closer you travel, the less it costs you. I saw heals picking up, so somebody has gone over there to do the fight. This is the one that a lot of people use. We're going to go ahead and we'll come back here. This is one where sometimes if somebody joins your fight, and with the best of intentions, it can disrupt your progress, and you might not get credit for it. I can't remember if it's ever been a problem with those guys, but definitely the final guy. So, definitely don't want to go help him. And we definitely want to kind of, like, if you go to that first one, that's going to be, oh, that took me way up farther than I thought. I thought I was just going to spin in place. Dude, where are you going? Anyway, you're kind of out of sight over here, and people are going to go to that first drill anyway. And so less chance of them interrupting your fight. That's the only reason I went over here.
Fantastic show. That drill just lit up the night. Here's the credits, as
Alright,
promised.
we're going to move you and you down. Oh, perfect. So somebody's gone through ahead of us. But they've been gone long enough that the bodies respawn, but not so long that the enemies have not. So normally I would grab that one next, but they seem to be waiting for it. So we'll come up and grab this one. And then just so I keep things straight, I'm going to move that over there because that's normally where it would be. So now we're kind of, we got one person ahead of us. So if somebody's ahead of him and I've already cleared the spawns should be pretty free. If not, he'll be ahead of us and we'll clear the spawns as well. What are we at? 157. And we need 5 missions. If not, we'll just have to wait. So we're going to purposely come way over here because I don't want him to think I'm trying to ninja loot his spot. And then we'll come up to it. He was there first, so I want to make sure that people will come in and just click on. Like a lot of people, not a lot, but I've seen it sometimes where like he was in that fight. We could have just drove right past him, clicked on that and moved on. And then he has to stand here and wait. Like this person coming up here, right? Like, so I'm going to start just spam right clicking here because they may not wait. They did not. Now I got it first, so he's not going to get credit for it. But and again, you know, it's to each their own. I like to make sure that I try to be at least somewhat, I don't want to say fair. That's not really the right word, but like right now, I could run over and loot that and then just go about my day. But we'll let him go first. He was here first. Unless he's... Alright, well, maybe he already got it and it's respawned. Don't know. I don't think there's any more bonus missions though, so we are going to come up a little short here. That's okay. We'll get 2 more, so I'll get us to 22. So Sith code time. Pieces lie, there's only passion. Through passion I gain strength. Through strength I gain power. Through power I gain victory. Through victory my chains are broken. The Force shall set me free. Alright, so we'll fight this guy. Oh, we'll get one for the weekly too. So we'll get 1, 2. We have 3 more. So I think we'll get to 23. If we had more bonus missions, we'd probably get farther, but... So we're going to need to find ourselves 2 missions, which isn't too hard. And I think we can do that without hitting the kill count, but... I think on the pub side there's only 4 main missions, but there's more bonus missions. On this side there's 5 main missions, but less on the bonus. So that's my memory. Alright, there's usually a spawn there, so somebody's come through there. Let's see if we get there in time. Yeah. Oh, that didn't give us credit for it. Interesting. That's usually you'll get credit for that. Alright, we'll wait for the next spawn. There shouldn't be any... Yeah, there's no Republic players here, so... Alright, so what we'll do... we'll join their group, I suppose. It shouldn't matter. I don't know, maybe they're just helping people. Maybe because they were a group I didn't get credit for it. Everybody that attacks it should get credit for it, but... Alright, so now normally what I would do is I would just travel to here. So I travel here instead of from here. So it's just a little bit shorter. It's like 1,200 as opposed to 1,500, something like that. And then, let's open this up. I would finish up my Droma cost kill counter here, right? Because there's a whole bunch of normals here. Let's just go ahead and do that. So again, if I was maximizing, like this one, I don't think I'm going to need. I'm already at 42,000. I'm going to get 64 for doing 2 more missions, right? So that puts me at 106-ish. So these 20,000, I really should drop on somebody else. As a matter of fact, let's do that. Let's not. So let's go to... How quick would Zios be? Not too bad. Let's do a couple on CZ. CZ's easy. So what we're looking for now is we're just looking for the 2 missions. And we'll try to do this without killing things if we can help it. So what we're going to do is grab the heroic, because we'll get an extra 5,000 for that. And what's this one? The containers. Don't want to kill 35 things. That will take some fighting. And that takes a lot of fighting. Okay, so we want these containers. Alright, we're going to grab those 2. Then we're going to skip the fighting that we normally would go through. So again, this is trying to absolutely maximize our conquest. I should have... Do I have a force cloak on this guy? Cloak of pain. Force camouflage. That'll work. We're going to skip these guys. Ugh. I was hoping not to pull aggro there. We'll just run away. Alright, what are we at? 163, we'll be alright. If I don't die. Because I notice my companion's not with me. Oh, right. Let's get our companion back. That was not ideal, but we lived through it. And just because we are a Sith warrior and we want to stay absolutely aggressive, we're going to keep our companion on DPS. But first, we're going to bounce around here and grab as many of these as we can while there's no spawn. Because again, our goal here is to not trigger the... Yeah, this is just one guy. We don't want to kill 30 because we don't want to trigger the 20,000 there. We're saving those for somebody else. Alright, so that's... We just need 4 of the other ones, so... Yeah! I was hoping we wouldn't pull aggro on that group, but that's right. It's not hurting anything. As long as we don't kill 25. Okay. Ultra aggressive DPS mode. Let's see if we can kill him. Because this will give us a mission. That's what we want. Well, it's pretty close. We're edging him out. We're winning the DPS race. Alright, so there's a mission. Not only do we get the mission, we got another $5 grand for that. And then we'll just use these two. Oh, say, if he wasn't going to attack us, I was just going to run away. Yeah, that's only put us at 178. Alright, so what we just did there is we triggered the... So we got 118,000. We still have 20,000 saved there. We have 4,000 saved there. We could go back to Corellia. We got 8,000 saved there. But we triggered that 64,000 Galactic Rampage there. And that resets every day. So if you want to do that again tomorrow, you can. Make conquest, make conquest. So let's see what our inventory looks like here. This should be Pummeler's gear, which we don't need. Anything else? Don't think so. We'll deconstruct that stuff. Like I said, we are, 9,500. We're doing okay there. Sell off the rest. And so you can see that we made conquest pretty easily on this guy. And I've got enough stored up that making conquest on another guy probably later today won't be that difficult either if I want to. Oh. So that looked like a companion gift. It's actually a reputation item. So we'll just sell that. All right. So I think we're going to call it a little early today. Going to go watch some basketball playoffs. So as always, we thank everybody for hanging out with us, watching, learning anything that kind of has to do with the game, and also supporting Extra Life. Remember, we do stream for a charity called Extra Life. I'll throw a link in the chat in the description down below. I'll take you to my personal profile page. There you can find my donation stuff. But if you can't donate, that is fine. Completely understand that as well. But do everything you can to help. Share my link to either the stream or to my donation page, either on your social media, or if you have family members or friends who like to give to a great cause. It's tax deductible. So it's one of those that any and every dollar definitely helps. Helps make kids who are going through a really rough time, makes their lives a little bit better. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and call it a day. Thank you for all the support now and in the future. As always, go watch, play, and create something great, and we'll see you all next week.